Hello guys, hopefully you are all well. This video is about the very fundamental concept that how we add a number with a number, how a positive number can be added with a negative number or a negative number with a positive number. So this video is going to be interesting, so please don't escape and watch till end. Hopefully you will get a very beautiful concept of adding a number with another number, or we can subtract a number with another number in that way as well, or giving a concept to the following people as well. Suppose that if we want to add very basic number like 2 plus 5, like 0 minus 2, so how we do it, in what manner? So suppose a number line, this is a number line, a line in which we can represent number, so we call it number line. Consider that the point in the middle of the line, we can say it's a 0. So in the right direction, we say it is a positive direction, and from the left direction, from the 0, it is the negative direction. That means the number following on the right hand side will be positive number, while the numbers on the left hand side will be the negative number. Like on the right hand side, I can write it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. On the same hand, I have to write the negative numbers on the left hand side due to the direction. The numbers are always positive, but the negative number are just because of the negative direction. So I have to write like -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6 and -7. Now I taken the very first example, that is 2 plus 5. I am asking you that the first number on the left hand side, like in the very first example the 2, in the second example the 0, in the third example 2 again, and the -1, they are the numbers where I have to start my calculation. If I am gonna take the very first example, that is 2 plus 5, that means I have to start my journey just on the 2. Okay, suppose that I am going to start my journey from point 2, so I have circled the 2. Now just after 2, I have a sign that is plus sign, that means I have to follow in the forward direction. Similarly, suppose that in the second example, I have to start from 0, that means I have to start from here, and the negative sign in following with the 0, that is negative, that means I have to move in the negative direction, or I can say in the backward direction. Suppose that in the first example, that is 2, I have to start my journey from 2, and the plus sign says that my journey will be in the positive direction. So in what times I have to move forward? So it is written that I have to move forward 5 times. That means I have to move in the positive direction for 5 times. That means if I am on a 2, that means 1, it's a 1 unit, 4, it's the second unit, 5, it's the third unit, 6 is the fourth unit, and the 7, it's the fifth unit. That means the answer of 2 plus 5 is actually 7. So I have to write 7 over here. That means I start my journey from 2, moving forward or in the positive direction for how many steps? For 5 steps. Similarly, if I am on the 0 position, that means after the 0, it's a negative sign. That means I have to move in the backward direction. For how many times? They said 2 times. That means I have to now backward 0 minus 1. That means I started and completed my first step. Now I have to complete second step. That means I am on the -2 position. That means the final answer of 0 minus 2 is actually -2. Now for the third example, where I have to start the journey, think about it. Yes, it's 2. So I have to start my journey from the second point. That means second point मैं यहाँ पे मौजूद हूँ. Now I have to move forward just because of positive sign. That means I have to move in the positive direction. For how many steps? The second part says that I have to move 3 steps from 2. That means 1, 2, 3. That means the final answer of 2 plus 3 is actually 5. And the final example of how we can add or subtract number is minus 1 plus 2. Suppose that minus 1 says that I have to start my journey from this point. Now the positive sign says that I have to move forward for how many steps? For 2 steps. Now I'm standing on minus 1, then moving in the positive direction. So 1, 2. Why? I have to move twice. So minus 1. Now first step. This is my second step. That means the answer of minus 1 plus 2 is actually plus 1. Hello from the Maths Cafeteria. If you find the following video interesting, so don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon.